Hello everyone, my name is Peter, and today I'm going to demonstrate a new Archive Web 7.1 interface from July release. Assuming all the prerequisites are placed, so I'm not gonna deal with this part. And also, I'm assuming the Archive Web is already installed, at least the binaries from the package. Package from the folder below. Okay, so after the Archive Web is installed, it's good to check a couple of things before. First of all, in the IIS, there is a core component for the Archive Web called multi-tenant WS, which is a good practice to test before you even start the Archive Web. It's running under .NET 4 application pool, and you can easily test the functionality by browsing. This is the result you should see. The most typical problem with this is either the protocol or it requires at least 5% of free RAM on your system. Otherwise, it won't start, and Archive Web won't start either. Second web service or web app, that's the Archive Web itself. Maybe the only change in version 7 is this number 7 after that. So you may have to distribute the new URL for the users. In older versions, it used to be server name /Archive Web, and now you need to add 7 after that. Just a minor change. So either distribute a new link, new URL, or manage some sort of redirect in the IIS. So it will redirect from one URL to another. One more thing regarding Archive Web is the users component, which is empty roles, typically so-called empty roles DB, which stores the user profile and some settings for individual users. They are using the Archive Web. So this SQL connection details have to be filled in and scripts executed accordingly. Otherwise, any user info will be discarded, not saved or not preserved. So for users, they upgraded from previous versions. Let's say from version 6. The user profile info will be auto imported at first logon when the user first time logs on to the Archive Web. So all his, let's say, skin or all the user related settings will be preserved. Okay, so this is the logon screen for the Archive Web. So again, I used server name, in my case localhost /archive 7, and let's try to log on. So this is the very first screen each user will see when he logs on first time to the Archive Web. So in the center of the screen, you can see you need to choose your first default page you will see each time you log on. So actually, this is something each user has to deal with first time. So far, it can be automated anyhow. So users are forced to choose a default homepage for the Archive Web. So let me grab one. I got a couple of options here. Typically, when a user logs on, I'm gonna choose the archive tab to see my archive when I log on first. So I can do archive. As soon as I choose my default page, it's highlighted with bold type of font, and next time I log on, I'll see the archive view, which is the very default one. Actually, these settings can be changed anytime later also through the user drop-down pane under Manage Settings, and there is a Profile tab, and Home page on the left pane. Alright, so from the archive perspective, there are, let's say, three areas, three main areas I'm gonna show. So first of all, archive, which is the main repository for my archives, either for Exchange edition or Files edition, where I can browse my stuff. In this version, there is a quick filter over here. So by default it shows all the items there, but I can just filter by items having shortcuts or lost items, the items without shortcuts, tagged, logged documents, or even documents they are marked for deletion but still in the system. Preview works similar way as it used to. Maybe one thing, there's a quick preview for some known extensions, let's say for File Edition, where I can browse. I got some PDFs here. So quick preview should be available either from here, and of course I can do exports or restores instantly from this view based on selection. And so on. So restore, mark for delete, or even change the retention from here, or even from the search based on your search criteria. That should be all from this view. And next one, search. The search pane. Again, I can search in using Exchange Provider or Files Provider. So there is a common interface between two products. And each time I want to search, I need to choose the mailbox I'm searching against. In my case, I only have one mailbox. I don't have any shared mailboxes, but the procedure is the same. So I can go to the Enterprise Console, Tools, Mailbox Rights, and just share the additional mailboxes in here. That's all I have to do in order to bring additional mailboxes in the archive web. And once I have my mailboxes selected, I can proceed to Criteria pane, where there are a couple of options I can use. Most common search is the full text keyword search, which is subject, body, and the attachment scope type of search. So I can uncheck one of these if I don't want, and I can combine the full text search with any additional type of search. which refers more like to a database type of search. So this type of search under additional, it doesn't need anything to be indexed. Only the full text type of search. So if I combine these two searches, there is AND condition between these two, between the full text and any additional field. One note here, the AND condition was added in version 7.1 or 7.2. There was a little problem before in 7.0. So from now on there is AND condition between, which is good to know. Right. So whatever search I perform, there's always a history of the search where you can review your history search. This is just very brief. You just see the keyword in here and the hits you're getting, or the results. For more detailed overview, there is a report pane in here, which if you hit audit in here, of course auditing has to be set up and enabled. So given this, I can see some more stuff in here. Let's say my search history. If I look in here, I can see more details in this overview, as who performed the search, when, what type of search, which mailboxes it was searched against, and eventually the location in case of multi-location deployment, and also which servers I search on. And of course there are many other audit reports. Let's say logon entries, logon to the archive web, restore, retrieve, or retention change, even in case the users are changing the retention. One more useful stuff you will find under report is the statistics pane, which should show you some statistics regarding the archiving counts for file product and exchange product separately. So as I mentioned, this is version 7.1 I'm running currently. There is 7.2 coming this week, which will bring a couple of more features and functionalities. There'll be release notes you may refer to for some details. And from my side, I think that's it for the short overview. And if you have any questions, now it's time for questions. And thank you for your attention.